Today we're doing the first day of my weighted ball program where I'm doing weighted balls. I already did my plyos, or my warm-up plyos. Now after plyos, first off, Velo intro is like the first 2 weeks of the weighted ball program, to where you're just getting introduced to weighted balls. You're throwing them not very much. It's just getting used to the weight. It's basically like when you start working out, you don't want to do too much exercises or weight. So you're just getting into it, get used to it, something that's somewhat easy, because you're going to be pretty sore afterwards. Like, I'm going to be pretty sore after this. So I did warm-up plyos and going right into mound drills, which I'll do about 3 for 4 reps at 6 ounces, wherever the ball's at. Then I'll go into 17 weighted ball pull downs, about 80% for all of them except the last 3 exercises, drills. And then the last one I will max out on 6 ounce pull downs. Let's go. We're doing mound stuff. It's for mechanic work. We have to do a lot of work on the mound in order to get better on the mound. Oh. And we're starting with the highest weight we'll go is 6 ounce. And as we get farther into the 8-week program, we'll step it up to about week 3 or 4. We'll probably go into 7 ounce and 11 ounce, maybe. Depends. 3 more. And I forgot, for mound drills, we are only doing this at 75%. I just forgot the last 2. So 75% just working on mechanic stuff. And what I'm focusing on is I get very pushy with my back leg. So I land straight down instead of rotating into the front leg. So I need to delay the rotation of my pelvis as much as I can, because I get super pushy with the back leg. And then when you get pushy, there's no rotation and you can't throw hard if there's no rotation. 2 more. You find a bunch of off-brand weighted balls that aren't driveline. Like, this is called Bison. I think it was $60 for, it was either $40, $50, or $60 for a 3 ounce, 4 ounce, 6 ounce, 7 ounce, 9 ounce, and 11 ounce. That's pretty good for all those weighted balls. You get 1 more for turn and burns. Next, linear roll-ins. Remember, about 75% on mound drills. 2 more. When you start rotating right, you will definitely know it. Now, back leg hops, not back drop or back step. We're going kind of like this, so I can really get some momentum and start working on delaying my pelvis as much as I can into front leg strike. First time I ever did weighted balls, I totally thought I tore my rotator cuff, but then I did arm care afterwards and everything felt amazing. A few days ago, this would have felt like 90%, but I'm now trying to keep my front leg delayed. So my 90% 4 days ago is now my 75%. So what I found with my assessment was upper body's good, everything's on time. I extend my T-spine extension's pretty good, into flexion. That's everything's good with that. But it's all lower half from here on out. That's why I'm doing mound drills. If it was the other way around, where my upper body was off, my lower body was fine, I'd probably be doing a lot of drills where my target's this way and I'm offset, and it's just all upper body, some seated drills. And yeah, just stationary and seated drills. If one half is off, figure out how to get that half working. And if it's lower half, it's drills like this. And it's upper half, it's stationary and seated drills. Now we're doing these pull downs, but the all the throws except the last one that are veloed will be 75 to 80%, 70 to 80% for the 3 ounce, 4 ounce, and about 80 to 85 for the 5 ounce. And once we get to the 6 ounce, then that's at, or actually the 5 ounce is at sub max, so 90, 95. And then once we get 6 ounce, that's when we're testing velos, so that's max. And that's only 3 throws. 3 ounce ball now for 3. Just one set of 3. 2 more. Gotta always keep remembering we are still working on the same thing we're trying to fix with my lower half, delaying rotation. One more 3 ounce at 70%, 70, 80%. Like that one felt easy. One before felt tough. That felt like at 85% because I forgot to just delay the rotation of my pelvis. 3 at the 4 ounce ball now. That one felt like an 80%er, maybe 85. Didn't mean to though. One more at the 4 ounce ball. 8 weeks will be a work in progress. So I lied. Actually, 80 to 90% with a 5 ounce. Then we're going to 90, 95% with the 6 ounce, and then going back to 5 ounce at the max. Then that's where we're testing velos with the 5 ounce. And also, I always recommend if you're pitching, whether it's a bullpen game, use rosin. It's for grip. It's for grip. And the more your forearm gets tired, the more likely chance your UCL can get hurt. And Tyler Glasnow said it literally after his first start. He couldn't use it's either pine tar or sunscreen and rosin. And he has some type of condition, arthritis, I think. He said he got hurt because he couldn't use sticky stuff. And that is what helps pitchers stay healthy, is keeping the forearm as stress-free as we can. It's always going to be stressed, but as stress-free as we can stay healthy. And you see hitters all the time now, even on TV. They put the camera up next to them when they're on deck and they're spraying their barrel with pine tar. How is that not illegal in the MLB? How are we not doing anything about that? They could use sticky stuff on the barrel, which will make your ball fly better, with backspin especially. How is that? How can we let that happen if pitchers can't use sticky stuff? Sticky stuff is better for the game. It keeps balls from flying out of pitchers' hands. So what if it's going to be low-scoring games? It keeps pitchers healthy, doesn't allow the offensive onslaught that the MLB has, or that's trying to have in the MLB, is so they can get more fans. 5 throws with a 5-ounce ball, which is a baseball. These are at sub-max, so about 90, 95%. 5 throws. Yes, doing this will hurt your arm, but if you're not smart, you will get long-term injury. If you're smart, you won't get short-term injury. You have to structure your workout plan, arm care plan, and everything specific so you can be ready for velo intro days and bullpen days. That was a bad one. Pushy, pushy, pushy. That one was rotation. That wasn't pushy. Una más. 6-ounce velo throws. 3 of them, I believe. 6-ounce at 3 reps. Sub-max, 90, 95%. Ooh. If your upper half is on doing this, you'll feel soreness back here. Last one. Overall, arm feels pretty good. Definitely will be ready for bullpens in 2 days. 5 ounces at 100% testing velo right there. 3 reps. So I won't be surprised if these are harder than it was Friday. Just because did a whole warm up basically and training everything I should to get better at pull downs. It is. It's already harder than 4 days ago. Ooh, hurts. But do arm care, and I'll be fucking good. Let's see those numbers. Nice, nice, nice. Already up, what, 2 miles per hour from Friday? Perfect.